Welcome to the Paul Smith Podcast.
Here we are.
Yes.
First ever Paul Smith Podcast live on the Hot Water On Demand app.
Uno,
number one.
Uno
With
Guesto.
my favourite guest.
So far.
How's things, mate?
All right, yeah.
Good.
It's fine.
Saying it like I haven't seen you, but
I
I've
know,
seen you.
yeah.
quite a
But
bit.
I haven't seen you as much, though.
No,
to be
because
fair.
we usually quite regularly see each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
We work together quite a bit, don't we? At HotWaterComedyClub, the one and only, the world famous.
The world. I like how they've started adding that.
Because me and you are the premiers, aren't we? The premier hosts.
The big dogs.
The top dogs, mate.
The big dogs. I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Others may question. But
I mean,
you're wrong,
others
Freddie.
contest. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the only people who would. I mean, I don't want to start the podcast off like other podcasts just by slagging Freddie Quinn off.
Oh, shit, yeah.
As I do like Freddie.
I love
and
Freddie.
I think he's a very talented individual, but it's not me or you. I'm going to get Freddie on soon so he can rebuttal.
Yeah, you can.
So, yes, we've just done a little pre-show. We're having some
People
fun.
telling you to slap me.
Yeah, I mean, it happened 3 times.
Thrice.
Thrice slaps. I slapped him.
Why?
I don't know. Chappers is here, and I think he's brought drinks in. I mean, his timing's not good, but. But you know what? It's fast and loose. What did you?
Yeah,
Oof.
thank you.
So Chapman's here with some drinks. Gonna get Phil Chapman on soon as well. Say hi, Phil. So yeah, just want to know how you've been. How's things? Like lockdown.
It's weird, isn't it? I don't like
Been a
it,
bit mad,
obviously.
hasn't
But there's a bit that's like,
We were supposed to be on tour now.
I know. And then I had a little tour, like one of them little fucking, you know, the little
Follow on tour.
please sir, can I have some tour? Little Oliver Twist tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. So that probably would have been now.
Mm. Would have been now.
This is live, isn't it? So it's like my birth. When does this go out? Like the recording?
It'll be in a couple of weeks because we're gonna gather a couple together.
Oh
And
right.
apparently that's better for your fucking.
Batch recording.
Yeah, because you get to it. Apparently it's better to release a few
Ah,
according to
I didn't do that.
research.
Yeah, so it's my birthday tomorrow, but not in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
Nov
at
6th.
Nov 6.
It's
Yeah.
Pommy night tonight, isn't it?
What's good about my birthday growing up when you're a kid is that I could always smell my birth. Like
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I love the smell. I
oh,
love
it's
this
my
time of year
birthday
for that.
tomorrow. Yeah, it's the best.
Because I always think I'd love to live. You know, when you go away in summer, you're like, I'd love to live in like a hot country. Even though I'm ginger,
Yeah.
I'd like to like fucking. I love waking up and it's sunny and that. But then I also I love Crimbo and I love fucking.
My mate lives in Australia, and I just couldn't. He's like, I see pictures of him like fucking eating turkey dogs or whatever on the barbecue on Christmas Day. Wank.
There's certain things you can't do when it's warm, and that is
Yeah.
one of them. Christmas is one of them.
Yeah.
You need to be fucking cozy in your pajamas and that.
Exactly that.
Yeah, having a little mince pie.
It's weird, isn't it, when you look outside and it's light on? I imagine on Christmas, it's meant to go dark about fucking 2:30, and then the fire goes on, isn't it?
And you have a nap.
Yeah, a little nap. Trying to
Yeah.
have a nap with the fucking blaring 8 o'clock sun.
It's fucking boiling. Having a nap on a sun lounger.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Ooh.
So, what was I gonna? We were talking before about fucking because you don't smoke weed, do you?
Don't smoke
I
the
really
weed.
wanted to tell you about this because it was fucking. If you watch the pre-show, I'll catch you up, right? We were talking about smoking weed, and I said I'll go quite. You said would I go round and smoke weed with someone who offered me weed? Because this does happen to me quite a bit.
Yeah, I think that what I've noticed about people who do smokes the weeds is that they're always willing to share the weeds.
The very good people, weed smokers in general.
Yeah.
Like it's a happy drug. It's a very sharing. Until you go too far with it and you get really paranoid and don't leave your house.
Right.
Which can happen. Like 420 people
Maybe
are
that's
going
why
to
they
go
were
on me
trying
and
to
say
get
that
you
that's
around.
negative banter for weed. But I mean, I think we've got to look at both sides.
Yeah.
If you abuse anything, your head's gonna fall off. But I'm quite good with weed now. I'm very stable with it. I like a bit of weed, and people go. If someone offers me a rolled joint, which happens sometimes, like I was on
Right.
stage in Newcastle and I said weed, and someone threw a full rolled joint onto the stage, and it was an incredible throw.
Did you catch it?
No, it landed right at my feet from the darkness, though,
Hey.
and it's not an easy thing to throw. It's with
No.
such accuracy because the light.
This is why I'm probably different level. I was doing a gig once and someone was in who like looked 7. He looked 7. He looked well young.
Yeah.
And I was like, how fucking old are you? And he was like, 24 or whatever. I was like, nah, mate. I said, you got any ID? And he threw his driving license, but like a frisbee.
Yeah.
And I just caught it. But the way I caught it, I like received it. I like went with the throw, and then I just went like that. And it's the coolest thing I've ever done on stage. Better than anything I've ever said. It's like better than any comedy I've ever done. What's mad is the second best thing I've done is I punched a wasp at the Preston Frog. Like a lot of my shit on stage comes from not actually being good at comedy. It's like guessing where someone's from. Good at that.
When you caught it, did you go?
No, I was.
Did you style it?
No, I was like. It looked
so you
like,
just acted like that's just happened all the time.
What it looked
I
like,
think that's fucking. That makes it 10 times better.
What it looked like I threw it to him, but then they reversed the footage. Like, you know when people do that? Yeah. That's what it looked like. Some sort of fucking indie video from 2004. Like, and I just went.
Was it captured on camera?
No.
Oh, it's good.
Didn't happen, did it? But no, it did. But it was like, oh, it's so cool. So like him throwing a joint at your feet. Whatever.
I was made up with it.
If you'd have caught it in your mouth,
honestly, it was the best. It was the best reaction of the show that anything got.
It's shit, that, innit?
Yeah.
Knowing that it doesn't matter how good at comedy you are, you could smash a gig, wave, fall down the stairs, and that'll be the biggest laugh.
Well, this is why I value comedy as an art form, and I think it's one of the more valuable ones in general, and I think people love it. But this is why I don't think comedians like. That's why I'd never go on Britain's Got Talent or whatever.
Yeah.
I think because if you go on and then someone goes on and starts fucking backflipping while they're throwing fire, you can't really say me standing there talking about me dick is the same.
But it's not even the impression of it. It's not even how good that is, because that is well better. But like just the comedy of it.
Yeah.
Like as a comedian, you'll never be as good as a ripped pair of pants. You'll never be as funny as a ripped pair of pants. Like,
or someone falling over.
Yeah, like I'd watch Kitson, who's the best comedian. He's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love Daniel Kitson. I'd watch him do comedy and I'd be well impressed. But if like then someone came on to give him a glass of water, ripped the pants, and I saw his ball sack, that'd be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'd give him the Perrier Award right now. Like if you could collate an Edinburgh show where it was literally just people like slipping, like old women on the bus, and then it goes and they're not ready. Like, just shit like that. People falling on ice. Basically, you've been framed live. That'd win every comedy award
what's
going.
What's the stupidest thing you find funny? Like farts or something? Do you laugh at a fart?
I do laugh at a fart, but I find it funny when someone's talking to you and they've got like a little white bit in the mouth and they don't know about
like
it.
A little feather?
Like a little like spit. And they're like, and you're like, mate, you look like such a dick. And you don't even know about it. And you're going on about fucking the horse racing and you don't know.
That just reminds me of like fucking 2 a.m. coke parties though.
Oh, I've never done one.
Like,
I've never done any weeds or any cokes.
Back in the days.
No cokes for this nose. This nene.
You were going to smoke weed with me in Amsterdam.
I know, but I would have, I think.
Me and Chatwin.
Chatwin's? It's a pie shop near me.
Yeah, me and Chatwin when I got fucking stoned.
Did you? I think I might have had a little bit of Phil's vape. I don't know, though.
I vaguely remember you having a little bit.
But I think I just went... Like, you know, like when you're a kid and you don't know how to use a Ventolin, and you just squirt. Like, I think it was like that.
So you've never, I think
I'd love to like
get high,
get blazed.
We'll get stoned.
But I want to.
Come to man.
Oh no, I'm not going around someone's house with them.
Sit in the garden. Have a safe social distance.
How would I get home? That's the thing. What? Like, I'd have to be at my house.
Sleep in the garden.
It's nice, your garden, isn't it? I could sleep in your garden.
Good.
With all the little Buddhas and that.
Yeah.
How many Buddhas you got?
2.
Is that too many though?
Nah, because they're different. They get on.
I've never
one's the masculine and one's the feminine.
Ah.
Because I'm a fucking hippie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But like one's got.
It's got different energies, hasn't it?
Oh, is that what? Is one a man and one a woman though?
Every time I talk about this, always get caught.
No, because I want to know, like, has it got a little wig on it or something? Or is it butt?
Nah,
does it
look
look
one's
the same?
like the little fat Buddha face, like the little happy Buddha, and one's like the head, like the feminine energy. So it's just the head with like the eyes closed and like.
Oh, so it doesn't look like it's not a Buddhess.
No, and it's got like what's the thing called in the middle of the head?
I don't know.
It's like the stone.
Right.
Buddha. And then it's got like stones around the other.
So that's why
you would have you'd recognise it. You would have seen it. I saw it while I was on DMC.
that's how they've gendered it. They've gone.
Apparently, that's the
put some
feminine
stones in
energy.
his head.
I mean, this is what I might be fucking wrong. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm very new to all
if
this.
it makes you happy,
It
doesn't
makes me
matter, does it?
Nah.
If it's a placebo and you just see it and you think you get good energy from it, then who cares?
Because like I remember, like, if you could, I like VR me, right? If you could plug yourself, not like the Matrix, right? If you could just plug yourself into the Matrix and just fucking do whatever you wanted, fly and shit.
Yeah.
I'd never come out of that shit, mate.
Yeah, I've got beef. I think, talking about the Matrix, I haven't seen it for years, but like the bald cunt that has the steak, who's in Sopranos, Joe Pantoliano.
Yeah, he couldn't have got back in.
No, but
I think
I'm on his side.
Yeah, I am as well.
Stick me back in. I don't want to see all this shit.
Yeah.
Look, shit. I don't want to wear one of these sacks. That'd be my
why
main
would you
beef.
want to live in a fucking in a fucking warehouse eating slop?
Exactly.
Fighting all the time. When you could go in just to fucking do six
Just look
backflips
at
and
that
do
fit
fucking
bird
kung
with the
fu
red
and that.
dress.
Yeah, just bang and be a fucking whatever you want, millionaire and that forever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I never want to die though. And don't get older. And everyone thinks I'm the fittest person in the world, and everyone's dead nice to me all the time.
It's your life anyway, isn't it?
Well, this is the thing. I've got quite a good life, and I'd still do that. So imagine your life was fucked. Because there's a very there's a famous like philosophical like problem where there's a guy who said that nobody would do it. Like it could be a brain in a jar, and like it just you'd think you were in a reality, but it wasn't real. Nobody would choose to do it, and I think he's talking shit.
He's definitely talking shit.
I think everyone would do it. I think most people, because he said there's no value to it.
But you don't know that though. If you don't know it,
yeah, you can still create stuff.
Because the value's only what it's worth to you. Yeah. Like what's valuable to you might not be valuable to me. So I'd be like, fuck it, get us in a pickle jar, lad.
Have you seen they're gonna make that? It's talking about giving everyone like $1,000 a month.
What, in real life?
Yeah.
Are you sure you haven't just been scammed like all the people on your website?
Yeah, if anyone's watching and you feel like you've been offered £1,000 by Paul_Smith, that's not me. Sorry about that.
Take it up with the underscore.
Yeah, take it up with that cunt, whoever the fucking bot. They keep popping back up. It's winding me. You know, I do have 4 stuff down. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying now.
Too much weed, say I.
I know what it is. I'm hungover from last night.
Have you ever had a fight over weed? The weed
fight?
people fight. Have you ever seen weed people fight?
I fought with my brother when he smoked me weed.
Right.
But I haven't been stoned. Like years ago when I lived with my brother.
Do you get angry when you're stoned? Like what's the angriest you've been?
No. I think what it is at the time, because a lot of people smoke joints. I only smoke weed now in a vape. So I just smoke pure weed. Whereas like if you're smoking a joint, a lot of people will put tobacco in it. And I think you're more angry at the lack of tobacco. I think if you need a ciggy or whatever, and you smoke and you get in, and you've been at work and you're in a shit job and that, and you get in and your brother smoked your last joint and you're fuming. You're like, where's my fucking joint?
Like when you think you've got like chicken fried rice in the fridge. Nothing worse than that, you know. Like when I have chicken fried rice,
I love the way you like talk.
mate, there's not
I'll
go Jerry Springer on it. I'll look straight down the camera and say, "Don't eat me fucking rice,
I really
mate."
wanted that to zoom in and just have one tear.
Mate, I live with someone who did it like more than fucking chicken fried twice. He did it. He kept doing it, and it was well annoying because when I get me chicken fried rice, right, it's my favourite. This is weird.
Yeah,
chicken fried rice. I think I'm probably the only person to say this, is my favourite breakfast.
Cold?
Yes. And you get onion in it and it goes on. It's part of it is because it is actually fuego, and there's part of it is when...
Put egg on it or anything?
No, egg in it.
Yeah.
It's the only... By the way, that's the only instance I eat egg. And Haribo egg. But... and Easter egg. Yeah.
Cadbury's cream egg.
But, yeah, what was I saying? It's part of it's because it's amazing, and part of it is because it like I think it's like a subconscious thing. Because when I was a kid, when my mum and dad were still together, they'd go out on a piss and like they'd go to Chinese. They didn't call it that, but I'm not saying what they would call it on this podcast because I don't want to get you cancelled after one.
Please don't, mate.
So they'd go to the Chinese and they'd my mum would have chicken fried rice, but she'd only eat half of it, and she'd put half in the fridge. And I'd get up in the morning to eat to watch the cartoons at 7:00 on a Saturday. They'd be out on a Friday, and I'd yam it, and it was like my happy place.
Yeah.
So now, what I do is I'll get 2 sometimes if I'm hungry, and I'll leave one in the fridge, and I'll be like, "See you tomorrow, lad." And not everyone does it. In fact, I don't think
I've ever had rice for breakfast.
Oh, it's fire. And there's this like, I don't know if it's false, but there's this like idea that it's bad for you, like it can kill you or something. Cold rice or something or hot, like reheated rice. Yeah, because there's spores on it or something. I don't know.
But you've survived this far.
Exactly. 37 years in the cold rice game. Fucking come and test me, spores.
How often do you have chicken fried rice for breakfast?
I make it sound like it's like
every day.
I get a little variety pack and it's there. There's like cornflakes, Cocoa Pops, chicken fried rice. But no, every now and again, like I'll have it for breakfast whenever I get a Chinese. Like I'll very rarely get a Chinese.
I'll have cold pizza for breakfast.
See that I don't dig that.
I prefer cold pizza to hot.
I'm
pizza.
weird with food though, because I will not eat a cold pizza. I will not eat a slice of your cold pizza. If I go to a buffet and they've got them little fucking pizza bagels, I'm having 20.
Yeah. Cold?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're nice.
Yeah, but cold pizza's nice.
Yeah, but this is I think it's like
well, it's just got in your head that you just think it's going to be edible.
Yeah, because I think what it might be is I've never had one of them hot. In my head, they are a cold food.
Yeah. It's
the same with a party sausage roll.
I was just going to say that I would never eat cold sausage rolls. I only ever used to eat a sausage roll from like Sayers or whatever.
Yeah.
When I would go to a party and eat a cold sausage roll.
I would not eat a sausage roll cold longer than an inch.
So we've got.
So if you give me like a sausage roll from Sayers, it has to be hot. If it's cold, it's going in the bin. But if it's a party sausage roll,
what if I cut it up for you?
Nah, see, I don't know. This is the thing. Maybe because in my head I'm like, that's deplorable. Why would you do that to your mate? But I might just see that. It might be like color blindness.
Yeah,
like the Predator. Like you can only...
At some point over the next year, I'm gonna try and give you a cold.
But I like them. I like the whole like when they puff up like that, and the pastry goes up, and it's like encapsulated, and you can just see the little bit. It looks like a cold dick, and you can just see like all around it, and then the little pink in the middle, and it's all fluffy and the sausage roll.
I love a shit sausage roll, me. Like I like a good sausage roll as well, but in a different way. Like I like a good burger and I like a shit burger. I can appreciate them differently.
Yeah.
Like I love a Sayers sausage roll, even though they're fucking grim and the pink. Yeah. And you don't even know it's cooked properly, and it's not even sausage, I don't think. No. But they're fucking delicious. I would eat 6 of them in a row. Yeah. But I like eating crisp at the same time. Just with 2 hands. Just 2 hands in it.
Oh.
I'm a greedy bastard.
I've got a theory. There are certain foods that are better the worse they are. Like, I think onion rings, the posher you go, the shitter they are.
Yeah.
Like, you go to the pub and you have steak and chips and they give you one of them big fucking lilos.
Onion rings about that big.
Yeah, with like, so it's like, I'm sure I saw it on Instagram with a fucking unicorn's head in a swimming pool. Someone was sitting on it. Like, they're just big, massive, fucking stupid rubber rings. Yeah. And like, there's no onion in it. You have to be like, whoa.
Burger King onion rings are fucking fire.
Fire. And the shit mashed up
Burger
ones
King's
from
like
shit
as well, but they're the one constant. Then.
Tesco's, like, just a bag. Anything you can get in a bag for £1 and goes in the freezer is better than something that you can pay.
I love a proper tea, mate. Like chicken dippers and beans and waffles. I love waffles, tea. You know. I'd eat a box of waffles on the own.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh. I only found out last year you can cook waffles in a toaster. Changed my life.
Just in normal toaster? Or do you have to get one of them toaster bags off JML?
I mean, I've got a good toaster now because I'm doing all right.
Juliet?
Got a fucking Heston Blumenthal Sage. One. Like our, we've got the same little coffee machine, mate, haven't we?
Coffee twins.
Chappers has got one as well.
Is it? Mate, my grind's fucked on mine, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, man. I need to keep... No, I think because the coffee we get still on the sub from...
Yeah. Still on
Sometimes it's different.
I'm trying to get a little sponsor from Dark Heart.
Dark, mate, if you can get a Dark Heart sponsor.
Yeah.
Best coffee in the
It
game.
is good coffee, like.
Yeah, my grinds, I have to like keep just
I-
monitoring it.
I run out, and I got one from what was it? I got one from Tesco because I'd run out and I needed to get some quick, and it was dead sticky, and I fucked my machine up for a bit.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like sticky beans.
I
And they
tried
come
to-
out like there wasn't the pressure went all fucking west.
Mate, someone's gonna clip that up if you just go
Just
fucking
go sticky
sticky beans and then people will be like, ah. My favourite council tea when I was a kid is you know when you can like repurpose food and put them where they shouldn't be. So I'd have a roast dinner, but instead of the meat, I'd have chicken drummers.
That's quite good. I used to love that fucking turkey. Did you ever? Our roast dinner used to be that turkey roll.
Yeah.
With the Bernard Matthews.
Yeah.
You just go. That was
Hell,
fun.
man.
I used to know. Do you know what I love? Right, sausage and beans in a massive Yorkshire pudding.
Oh,
It's fucking boss.
I love talk. You know what? I know this probably like people.
This is what this podcast's gonna be like. Just
Fucking-
people
I'll
talking
talk
about
about din-dins all day, mate.
I love it. No matter where my conversation starts,
Just din-dins.
it always ends up on dinner.
Just take me to
or crisp.
din-dins, man. Just chat
Me
about
down to dinner
din-dins.
time, mate.
What's happening with Trump? I don't give a fuck what they have for his
Oh,
tea.
yeah, I'm not asked.
That's all I'm bothered about.
Yeah.
What do you have
Wonder
for
what Trump's favourite tea is. Probably fucking
What's
quail or
it?
something. Isn't it? Probably that bird that you got to put the thing over.
Oh,
your
the
head.
foie gras.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Where,
yeah,
where
yeah.
you got to like you can't look at it. You got to eat it under the blanket.
Oh, I thought you meant the way they get foie gras when they... What are you
Nah.
on about?
Like there's this thing in France and it's a whole bird and you got to eat it. Like after you got to eat it. It's meant to be so like ridiculously decadent that it's a shame to eat it. So you got to eat it under a blanket. It's like traditional. Like you eat it under a blanket and you eat the bird whole, like with the bones and everything.
Again, like sticky beans.
It's like drowned in its
they
own
clip
fat
that
or some
up,
shit.
you're
Yeah,
just like,
sticky bean.
I'm so ashamed I had to eat the bird under a blanket.
Getting deep faked to death.
Oh, that sounds great.
That's what when we went to Dam last year, you're gonna fucking hate on me because you didn't come. But
I did.
Me and Blair went and got Wagyu, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Oh, for that. Yeah.
We went and got Wagyu.
You went for big dog
I had
dinners.
foie gras at that.
Did
at the
ya?
starter, yeah. Oh man, I mean it was incredible. 'Cause I was talking to someone about this the other day, and he was saying, "Well, that's ruined steak forever." And I was like, "It hasn't though." Because I can appreciate, like I can go and get a steak from Tesco and it still be sound,
Yeah.
but I know it's not Wagyu. Like I can go to like and have a Boss burger, and then I can equally enjoy a shitty burger from a burger van.
Burger, like fair burgers are fire.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh mate, yeah, just sauce on them.
Do you know I've got? Oh no, pure fried onions extra.
Oh yeah, as well. That's good.
Do you know I've got beef for? You mentioned steak Nazis. You know the ones who are like, you can't have it well done.
See,
it's like,
I'm half and half at that.
no, but like I wouldn't eat it like that. But just let people have their meat like they want their meat. Man.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like, I only do it with a fillet because I feel like you're wasting that.
Yeah, but let
If
them.
you want it well
let
done.
them do it.
Yeah, but like,
You know when you go to a
it does
restaurant?
me head in because I feel like just get a sirloin. It'll taste exactly the same.
Maybe they want to ball out and get the fillet. $8.95. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel like it's just because they don't understand.
Yeah. Look at you. Like,
just-
if you're having that well done,
No,
you'll eat it
'cause I
under
feel
a
like
fucking blanket like them French.
They're wasting the money. Do you know what I mean? Because the sirloin would be the same for them.
Let them do it though. But that's like saying like
don't know,
you
mate.
could probably get a Saab. Drive a Saab.
Can you get Saabs now?
I don't know, but remember
Weird
when
that
we
you've
saw
said that
Do
because
you
I
remember?
saw the Saab today and I actually thought the Saabs still exist.
Do you
There was a
remember?
51 plate and I was like, they don't exist
Do you
anymore.
remember when I was driving and I got cut up by the guy in a Ferrari that looked like a
Oh,
Saab? And I
mate.
fucking shouted it, mate! Your fucking Ferrari looks like a Saab, you prick!
He was good.
I don't know which bit of my brain that came
That
from.
was a shit Ferrari, that wasn't
Like
it?
a
I've never
toothbrush.
seen one of them since. I don't think anyone else has. I don't think that was a Ferrari. I think that was a black. Like he got it from Turkey.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I need to. I might go on the Ferrari website and try and find that because it's fucking grim. Just cut a little.
It looked
picture
like one of them kids. You know when kids draw cars?
Yeah, it had the big ass on it, didn't it?
It looked like a Flintstone. I was going to look to see if it had wheels or the cunt was running it down the M53. Like, they'll end him.
So what are you doing now that you're? What's your plans for lockers? Lockdown 2.0.
No. I don't know. I'm going to try and lose a stone.
Yeah.
That's what I would. But I'd try that anyway. I'd like to do that.
How are you gonna do it? What's your plans?
Just I'm going to like
What? Just Bulimia. Just throw up every time you eat.
Dancer's diet, mate. Eat 2 fingers after every meal. No, I'm joking. I mean, that is insensitive because it is a mental illness. But I don't know. I've done that though.
You threw up?
Yeah, I was
See,
gonna...
she's going to hate me for saying this.
I was going to do a bit about
My
it.
missus does this and doesn't think it's bulimia, right? Like, and she's not here, so she can't speak up on it. But she only when she fucking like if we have a big meal, she goes, "I'm gonna have to be sick. I feel too full. I'm gonna have to throw up." And I'm like, "That's bulimia. You can't just every time you eat a big meal, go and throw it up. Or just don't eat the big meal." She's like, "But I wanted to eat it, but now I feel too full, so I'm gonna have to go and be sick, and I'll feel better." But I think that's bulimia.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I think that's definitely a mental illness. I know what? I'm really glad she's not here, so she can't pipe up. You're not here, so you can't pipe up.
Yeah, I'm not having a wank. I'm just like rubbing my penis with my hands. So I'm gonna try and lose a stone. I'm gonna be able to do 50 press ups by the end.
In a row.
I can't do mate. I can't do 50.
No one can do
50.
in one go.
Yeah. Can you not?
I can't.
I thought swole people.
Do you know what the
could do
fucking
it.
mad thing is though? Have you ever seen that Wim Hof thing?
Nah.
The breathing stuff. The Iceman.
No.
This blew my mind, right? Because what you do like, and you do like 30 of them, right? And then you hold your breath, right? And then you let it out, and it like oxygenates your blood. And then you do 3 rounds of that, and every time you hold your breath, but you hold your breath with your breath out too.
I'm going dizzy just watching you do it.
Right. So and then you got no air in your body, right? And then on the last one, he goes, "Try out, see how many press ups you can do, mate. You can do like 15 more press ups. It's fucking
So I'll be
weird.
able to do 17 press ups.
You'd fly like bam, 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 full form.
Maybe not then, but maybe not 50 bang bang, but like even just like 5 sets of 10, I probably couldn't do.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm a little pussy hole when it comes to that. Any like exertion, physical.
Get the gym, lad. Well, you can't now. It's
Well,
locked
there's
down.
lock off, innit? Come to your gym.
Can't. Well, not allowed, but yeah, you can.
No, you wouldn't be there. You just let me in.
Oh yeah, you're allowed to meet people and a singular person outdoors.
Can
I just
you?
open my garage and if I open my garage door, is it then outdoors?
Looking at what some of the restaurants and pubs have been doing, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
sounding.
pubs have just been going, big windows open.
Oh my God.
It's outdoor.
It's like the fucking above the old comedy club, the Seal Street one. That shisha bar,
Oh yeah.
which was 100% indoors, but because they just took 2 walls away and was like, it's technically outdoors, and I was like, that's fucking brilliant. So people can just smoke in there.
Wow.
Mate, if weed ever gets legalized, he's gonna be minted. It's gonna be the best
I'll be in
fucking
there,
pot
mate.
cafe in town.
Do you think it will?
Weed,
Yeah.
yeah, got to eventually, Anna.
Depends if they can tax it right.
Yeah, but that's they can tax it, can't they? I'm actually a little bit scared. I'm in two minds. I want it to be legalized because like it's great in Amsterdam because you can get like loads of flavors and that. I mean, weed dealers are good now anyway, because like you get options now. People are really into it, aren't they? So they like give you like a little selection and that.
Oh really?
But like in the dam, you go and you get a menu and you know what you're getting. It's lovely. Do you know what I mean? And I love that. But what scares me is that like the person I go and buy I bought my weed off the same person for a long time, right? And he wouldn't be the person selling weed if we got legalized. It'd be fucking Tesco. Or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
yeah.
So what's he gonna do? He can't retrain.
Smack.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's gonna have to go to worse shit.
Imagine
Not
if how would you feel if you ordered some weeds and your dealer was like, "Oh, you can't have that. Well done." Would you be fuming?
Well,
That's how I feel with
mate,
cunts telling
weird
me.
that you say. I know you're saying that as a joke, but like Chapman's here now. Chapman's a connoisseur of the herb. He's very well schooled. He got me on the vape game and that. Like he's like if you got your vape on the wrong temperature and that, it's fucking fumes, mate. Each pulley he turns it to a different temperature to get the most out of the flower and that.
One of the foremost vapists in comedy.
Vapist. Mate, there's got to be a vape shop called Vapist. If there's not, we've just fucking smashed that. I'm gonna Google that and edit it out.
And there's a flavour that's like a Middle Eastern fruit, and that's a date vape. Shit puns.
Can't beat them. So you're gonna lose some weight in lockers.
Yeah.
But then it's coming to it's warm. It's the winter months, innit?
Yeah, but I like the lose weight pre-Christmas, because then when you inevitably put it back on, you're like, I'm at my October weight anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas
See, I'm thinking I'm gonna try and get big.
you are big,
No, I'm gonna get swolled up though.
like proper.
Big though.
How big though?
Like I want a 200 key deadlift by
Like
Kimbo.
Dr. Robotnik big.
Yeah, but with a smaller head. Because apparently I've got a big head.
But how do you make your head go smaller though?
Make your body bigger.
But you don't. Do you do that?
In proportion. I mean,
Oh,
my head's not
right.
going to go smaller, but it'll
Thought
look
it was
smaller
like
in
the-
proportion
if you do
to my body.
If you do the chin press.
Yeah. Like, people do that, though. Bodybuilders get put tennis balls in their mouth and that. And the jaws go big.
Nah.
Fucking desperate, Dan.
Fuck,
No
really?
shit, yeah.
Don't do. I think you've only got 17 of them left.
Yeah. Imagine how many teeth just like...
And they were like, "Hey, how many of them clicks did you do?" You're like, 18.
I got punched in them yesterday.
Who by?
I was sparring.
Oh no,
I had a gummy in, like, but I did it hit me and I was like, oh no.
it's not worth it.
But Darren Till's got his and they haven't come out yet, and he's been fucking wellied in the head a few times.
Yeah, but how do you know they haven't come out?
Because he said.
What?
Because he got asked about it and he was like, yeah, now they're solid these.
Yeah, but and then he like shout out, and then he give his little.
Shout out Dental Centre or fucking Civil Smile Studio.
There you go. I don't know, mate. I'd love a set me. I think they look great, by the way.
Yeah, it's boss.
think
Turkey's amazing. Like, I took the piss out of it. I honest to God didn't know what it was going to be like, and I was panicking about it because I was like, I don't know. I'd never been to Turkey, and I think I had misconceptions that it was going to be a bit rough, but I got there and it was fucking lovely. And mate, I don't want to go to a doctor's here now or a dentist or anything. There's a dentist here, are shitholes, mate, compared to there. All the doctors there are fucking mad. Like, just boss.
That's not really what the word you.
Like, mad good.
I know what you meant, but again, when
Not
they
mad.
clip that up, all the doctors there are mad, mate. I'm all right then. I'll stay here.
Well, they are mad because they shave. Who thinks to shave someone's teeth down and stick loads of new ones on? Crazy.
That is weird.
What did scare me though is none of the dentists have these teeth.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I didn't even think of that.
None of them know. And I was looking at them going, you'd think one is.
Yeah.
That did scare
Like they
me.
make they practice on each other like tattooists
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, if you went to a tattooist with no tattoos, you'd be like,
It's like the bald barber, innit?
yeah.
And like you go in and you're like,
But
look
he's-
at him,
no,
you're like,
because
you know nothing of
the
my
bald
world.
barber has just had too many haircuts, hasn't he?
Yeah, one
Maybe.
by God. He's had the big haircut in the sky, innit? Fucking just God's give him a little fade here and here and here.
Fade away.
It's my biggest fear in life.
Losing your hair.
Well, and there's others like
How's it going? Nah, he's got a strong head there.
I know, but when I was 18, because I used to have a PR1 all over,
Mm.
and I got hair in my mouth from that. Eee.
Mate, it's falling out.
Shit, no, my hair does fall out quite a lot.
Everyone's hair falls out.
Yeah, I know. Well, you said it then, like it was falling out, but it was like I thought I was schooling you then, but you schooled yourself. That was really weird. Yeah, so when I used to shave my head, my left side goes back further than my right a little bit.
So does mine.
Just a little bit.
Mine
Yeah,
does
yeah,
that.
it's normal. I didn't know it was normal though. Lost my shit when I was 18. Got every photograph of my hair, like of me, from when I was like 18 to fucking 7. Got them all out and was like looking, you know, like in crime scene in films when they're trying to fucking piece it together. It was like 7.
Strings between
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. Like that.
My hair's between
Yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah. Like year 4, it was going back an inch, and then like a proper like, and I got my old like fucking passport photos out and everything, and I was like, oh no, it does actually go back further on my left. It's cool, and then I was all right about it.
Yeah.
But there was like 2 weeks where,
You thought you were
and
bald.
also I didn't know. I was like, oh, maybe it's just this side's fine. And I had this horrible image that this side was just going to go, and I was just going to get like a line of bald, and it was going to like curl round like a fucking, like a maze. And that's how I was going to go bald, and people would call me Mazehead.
Would you shave your head though? Like, would you go for it? Just take it off?
I think I'd look all right.
Yeah, I think you would.
Because I haven't got like a weird shaped head. I've just got a standard head.
I shaved my head in lockdown.
Oh, no, weird. Yeah. But I was saying this to my mate, had a haircut, and he was like, "Oh, I don't like it," and I was like, "It's just because you're not used to it. Any haircut, like if you had one of them big stupid fucking pink Mohicans for 30 years, and then someone like sims you, and you got like a normal haircut, or what you call is a normal, you'd look like a freak. You'd be like, "Oh, look at you fucking weirdo with your short back and sides."
Because when I shaved it, I wanted the Mohican. I just don't know why. I thought I'm in the house for months. I'm gonna give myself a mad haircut.
Do it. It's lockdown too.
So I was like, but it's only a month then, innit? It won't grow back in time.
It will.
Nah.
Do it. I'll do it.
You wanna give me a Mohican?
Mate, I would.
I'll give. Can I do you?
Yeah.
What? A mohawk as well?
Nah, just trim my ears. You can trim my ears, and I'll give you a full-on fucking mohawk. Oh shit! My ears are a disgrace, you know.
My missus does my ears.
What, your hair?
Everything.
Like
she's weird. She's a groomer, and not like a not like a child groomer.
You look in your 30s. Where did you meet?
In primary school.
Fucking chat roulette.
No, she's one of them. Like she like. I flinch a little bit around her because you go in for a hug and that, and you're like, oh, this is nice, and then you just feel it, and I can feel now her tension is going, and I'm like, she's fucking looking for something, yeah, and her hand's just scanning your back, and then she just starts popping spots and that, and then she's like, she wants to do my nose all the time. She fucking bought this thing, right? This fucking blackhead remover, right? Because she's obsessed with my nose, right? She's like, I need to do your nose. Your nose needs doing. You need it doing, and I'm like, it doesn't need doing. She's like, just let me do it, And so it kind of kills, and she's like, stop being a pussy, but it fucking kills, right? So I was like, get something. So we've got this like a blackhead, like suction thing, and I was like, that won't hurt as much. And she was like, so she's on shoe, and she's fucking.
Is it good that?
Mate, nah. It fucking me nose looked like a fucking leopard print after it. Just fucking little like love bites all over my nose.
Because I'm obsessed with that as well. Get them worms out. And I dip my nose in hot water.
Do you do your own?
Yeah. So what I do is no. I get toilet roll and put it in hot water, and then put it on to like open all my pores, and then I get a bobby pin, and just do it with a bobby pin, a hair grip.
What? Just press in?
Yeah. And there's more worms than on the PlayStation 1. It's fucking worms Armageddon, my nose, mate.
How often do you do that?
Like once a month, but it's you can't like have anything on the next day because you look like fucking Alex Ferguson. Also, you got a proper Rudolph the next day. You look like a bad like 80-year-old alky.
Every time she does it, I've fucking got a big massive red nose, and she's like, "Nah, you look sound." I'm like, I fucking
couldn't do
gotta
it.
Go work.
I'd have trust issues. I'd be like, "Babe, do you love me, or is it just my ingrowing hairs?"
Yeah. I honestly think that sometimes.
Imagine that.
But like, she does me like she goes in and scrapes me ears and gets the wax out.
Imagine having that conversation with your bird where you're like, are you just with me for your money? For my money? And she's like, nah, you just got loads of spots.
Yeah, you're a spotty bastard.
What would you rather?
I'd rather she was with me for
a gold digger or a spot popper?
A spot popper, because you're never going to lose your spots, are you?
She take my pimples!
If you ever feel like your relationship's going downhill, you just start eating more mackies, isn't it?
They're on my knees!
So does your missus not do yours then? Do you not let her? Don't let her near it? No.
Fuck that. Do me own, mate. Groom myself. Safer. Yeah. I do all.
I'm no good at all that. I leave it, me. I'm feral.
Blackheads. I love plucking my ear hair, but like with me fingers and that. Round here.
What, you just pull the hair out of your ears?
Yeah, I love it. Little monobrow thing. There you go. There's a little bonus for you. Put that on the Patreon.
I haven't got a Patreon.
Oh really?
It's all on the hot water on demand app.
It? Yeah, because it's class service, isn't it? Anything like little pimples and that. When you get the worst feeling as someone like me, and probably like your missus as well, is when you get a spot and it looks big, and this is probably a spot popper term, but it's not ready.
Yeah, she
Have you ever
fights
had that
with
when you're like,
sometimes.
oh, it's not ready yet? And the hardest thing is to not. I've given myself like scars and that,
Yeah.
fucking with my own head. When I know that, and I'm like, no, there's defo something in it, and then you just end up with this fucking.
She does me
like
because
you've got leprosy.
she'll fucking wrestle my head for about half an hour, just like squeezing that, and she goes, "It's not ready, though." And you're like, "What the fuck have you been doing? And why does my head look like?"
Well, I do that, but to myself. So I've got I've got no one to blame. It's just weird self-loathing.
She put a bit of makeup on it.
No, I've never done. Although I did get. Because you know
bit of
me,
conceal.
I'm not that guy. I'm not like
You got a good skincare routine now.
yeah, but I have got the under eye roll on with the little bit of conceals.
Yeah,
Man.
I like. I need to buy more, but I started moisturising in the last couple of years.
I've been moisturising for time.
And
You
this,
know.
what? I think this is something we need to bring out there to the masses because I think there's a stigma around.
Do you think people don't do it now?
Well, I think it's like people are still like, ugh.
Yeah, but let them fucking.
But I'll be like, okay, but I just like having nice skin.
Let them go on about
Make
the
your
day
skin feel
with
soft.
face dandruff on their hoodies. Do you know what I mean? Fuck them. Scratchy pricks.
Apply some lotion, man.
Yeah, fucking put the lotion on the basket. The basket being your face. I've used the same moisturiser for like.
What do you use?
Just the Johnson one.
I'm
the
on
spot clean and clear
L'Oreal
or something.
Revitalift.
Oh yeah, you're getting that.
Old
That's
man. Old
trying
man.
to yeah.
Trying to fight Father Time.
He'd swat you in. That's the thing with
He's
Father
swatting
Time. No one defeats him. But I've noticed what I've done now. What I've started doing. It's a little tip for the man dem or the woman dem. Is I use the moisturizer that I always use. You can buy retinol, which is the ingredient that they put in all the Olay shit, all the anti-age, and
Just
so
mix your own retinol. in.
mix it. Yeah. So I put retinol in my moisturizer. Make my own night cream. I don't know why you're laughing at me. What's but
That's commitment to
Yeah.
fucking youthful looks. That
you wait, mate. When we're 60 and I waltz in and I'm getting asked for ID for me fucking bells,
and I'm like, what the fuck? Where's Father Time? You're
Yeah.
like been holding
You'll
him
just
off.
be there.
Been holding him off at the jab.
there'd just be pure wrinkles and perfect teeth. That's because my teeth don't age and I'm trying to do it. Yeah, just like my teeth will all be fucked in that, but I'll look young, and then you'll look like a ball bag, but with.
I'm just gonna get dead fat when I'm old though.
Oh, so you fill the wrinkles
Yeah.
out to shout that,
That's
you know.
yeah, just loads of collagen.
I'm gonna go the opposite. Probably gonna get on the brown when I'm
Or
old.
I reckon I'm gonna. Or if I don't know, it depends how my life goes from here on out and how COVID turns out and all that. But if I manage to like fucking get minted, I'm gonna just stem cell to fuck.
Wow, that's a different wealth though, isn't it? That.
It's not that much though. I'm gonna get new knees, new fucking hips. I'm just gonna get stem cells all over me.
Probably just
Gonna
gonna
do
buy more retinol me and hope for the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on the brown.
The heron, the H.
Yeah.
Why?
If I hit 75 and I haven't got like dependents, I'm getting on the fucking schmirk. I'm telling you, mate.
Smacking the rest of your life out.
Yeah, looks great. It's got to be great. You can't fuck your life up that much and it not be good. Get me on
Yeah.
the smiz now. And I'm
There's a
injecting.
good
I'm
way.
not smoking. I'm not a pussy. It's going straight in.
I don't reckon
Intravenous.
you'd inject.
Mate, it's going intravenous. I'm straight on it.
I don't reckon you'd go into a vein.
Can't vape smack, mate.
I don't reckon you'd be belt around the arm and all.
Mate, I'll be belt round. I'll be fucking on it. Telling you.
Taking the laces out of your shoes.
Fucking clever.
And then trying to put them back
I'll
in
be
while you smack
the
them.
cleverest smackhead going. Fucking Fraser Crane spotting. I'll be on it, mate.
Oh,
Proper. I'm getting on it. Do you want? Let's get on it. Do you know people have them?
I
like,
would do it. I think it's something like, don't know. You should do it once.
No, you can't do it once. It's got you in it. But
I don't know. People probably have done it once. I reckon.
I want one of
High
them.
functioning. heroin
Yeah,
addict.
but they smoke. I think they smoke it.
I'll have a go with that first. See how I feel.
All right. I want one of them. You know, like people have those partners that are like, look, if we're not married by 40, should we just do it?
Yeah.
I want one of them. Whereas, like, if we're not on smack by 75, do you want to do it? So I'm looking for someone out there.
Sound. Oh well, I'm 75 before you.
Yeah, you can
I'm
wait.
like a year older than you, aren't I?
Yeah. You can
I have
wait.
to wait till I'm 76.
Or to be honest, I probably by the time I'm 74, I'll probably have a good
just
idea
go.
of how my life is going. I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm just going to give it. I know I'm
not-
fucked now, but I'm going to give it one more year. This might be this. You know what? 74 to 75 might be my year.
And what? Imagine how
I might finally win
imagine how
Chortle's
devastating
best
it'd be
compare.
yeah. If you got to 74 and then you were like, I'm gonna do it, fuck it, and then we both decided, but then we realised none of us had the contacts to get heroin. But the dark web will be great by then, won't it?
I think you'll be able to buy it by
Well,
then.
you'll be able to just 3D print it from like a Star Trek fucking like, Earl Grey and a bag of heroin, please.
Well, it's just like one of them things that Bones has got.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to like put the needles.
Or you just do it in VR.
Oh, mate, I'm sure there's a market for that. You know,
What, VR heroin?
VR illegal experience. Like
Mate,
that,
I got an app the other day, that's like a trip.
that makes me sound like I want to be a nonce, but I don't.
I got an app on my Oculus, that's like a DMC trip.
Wow,
It's not the same, obviously, but there's similar
It's like a
moments.
good little.
Looks
intro.
like one.
Let us have a go, so I can see if I can fucking
Sound.
ride the serpent.
After lockdown, when we're not when you're allowed to come around.
Do you
to
think
Milton.
pure police are watching this or something? There's twice
Yeah.
now I've said, "Oh, come
Well,
round," and you're like,
every time we do anything, the police turn up. So.
yeah, yeah.
I
Don't turn up when we're doing
imagine
smack.
the chief
popos.
superintendent of Merseyside Police is probably a fan.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. Well, he's probably not a fan because he had to apologise to us for being a fucking dickhead.
It's a bad apology, that.
Yeah. it
Like, if
was.
you're going to be a copper and you've got to make an apology, you don't want to be like, "Oh, we thought you were in, but you weren't in." Sorry. Like, it needs to be, you at least go out swinging or something. Batter a smack.
I think Chappers is trying to get some attention there. You right? What's happening?
Danny Smack.
Danny Smack. Oh.
That's what you can call me. Fucking is right.
What time are we on? 1946.
Oh, good year. Good year, that. The war had just finished. So hope round Europe.
I was telling Loz about the bombed out church today.
I don't know a lot about it. I just know that,
I
like,
think anyone does. It just got bombed, didn't it? That's all you need to know.
yeah, it's
Fine.
mad how you kept it around.
Well,
You don't go anywhere else.
I think because that's what we talk. Because I don't know. I think it's because it's so mad that it just kept standing, but like it just got bombed out.
So it's like a
And
like
it's
a
like, wow,
beacon.
look at that. That's weird, isn't it?
If this church can do it,
Like when you caught that thing.
oh mate, if this church can survive a bomb, anyone can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. God protected it, but not.
I don't know. A bombed out is like it isn't. I sort of expect that. If it was a bombed out Londis, and it was just still
Say
there.
Londis or Londis?
Londis.
Londis.
Did you say Londis?
I don't know. I just really question myself then.
No.
I don't know if I've ever. There's not
Open
many
it up.
Londis round mine, so I don't think I've ever said that out
I
loud.
don't think Londis is still about, you know. The Londis yard.
Fella by mine called a shop Asda.
Oh, I
and
love
used
that.
the Asda logo, and
love
Asda
it.
made them take it down.
Singsbury's and that. Morrisings. Love it.
I
Fucking
love all that
love
shit.
it.
I think they should be
Just
allowed.
rip. Yeah,
if
he's
you're
ripped stuff
Asda, you're
off.
not gonna fucking. They're not like rats.
Pike. Just what my fishing shop would be called.
Still fishing?
Now and again, yeah.
Yeah. You just don't know this. Danny Mac lives on. Well, I'm not gonna say where you live, but like you got a canal in your back, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Oh yeah, can I have my hoodie back? Can I have my hoodie back?
I should have brought it.
Tell that story.
I have because I'm just gonna make me sound like a fucking Tory now, but I have a woman who does my washing for me, right?
You are a Tory though.
And she's dead sound, and I got my washing back, and I got a hoodie out of it, and I put it on, and I was like, recognise that, and I was like, what the fuck? But I'd been walking around for like a couple of hours in it because I've got one similar, but it's like a Progress one, like similar colour. So I put it on thinking it was that, and it was only when I caught myself in a minute I was like, what the fuck hell? And I seen it was like, and I was like, it's not mine. And I was about to message, I was like, fucking Danny Mac, I love that. That's a proper Danny Mac jumper, that. And I FaceTime Loz, and I was talking to her, and I went, hey, get on this. It's fucking not even mine. Hey, I don't know whether to give it back. I might just give it to Danny Mac. She went, to Danny Mac's that. And I went, how the fuck have I got that? She went, you lent me when we were in this.
That would have been, if you'd have tried to give me that, like the fucking toaster in Old School, where they just keep trying to pass it around. Yeah, mate, I've got you a hoodie. I'll be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it says, it's testament to how many hoodies I've got.
Yeah.
Not missed it.
Not missed it.
Didn't even know it had gone.
Dropped out of the rotation.
Yeah, man.
You have a lot of hoodie and trainer ensembles.
Yeah, man. I'd like to match it up.
Yeah.
Not like proper like fucking Charlie Sloth. You know, like
Yeah.
proper coordinated hat and that.
Yeah. If the kecks match as well, then it goes a bit weird, doesn't it?
That's the thing. The gene has always got to be the no man's land that breaks it up. It can't be like they can't touch. Yeah, I like a hoodie, a little accent on the trainer and then the hoodie. But no one notices it. It's why I don't buy super expensive trainers, you know, like, because I love trainers and I would happily spend $5,000 on a pair of trainers if I knew I was going to get stopped in the street the amount of times I fucking should be stopped in the street with those trainers on.
To go their boss training.
Yeah, I would, because I'd be like, yeah, they are. Thank you. $5,000. Air Max 1 Pata Para Cherrywood. In a bit, Bob. But everyone will just be like, oh, red shoes. And then fuck that.
I think we spoke about this before. It's one of the few. I shouldn't really say this because people are gonna start doing it now, like cunts. But it's one of the few. I can take a lot of shit on stage. Like nothing really bothers me. But one thing that proper gets me, and I don't deal with it very well, is when someone goes, "Them shoes are shit,"
Mate.
and I'm like, "The fucking not."
Mate,
It does me. I've got no comeback for it. I'm just like, "Do not. Your shoes are shit. You're a fucking knobhead."
yeah.
Hope your mum's dead.
But, and this, I mean, they might.
I go too harsh on me straight away. I get angry inside. I get gut rage.
Can't go straight to the
And
dead
that's it.
mum.
I know, and I don't like myself. I turn into a bad person.
Your fucking mum's a Lonsdale. Just say it straight. Whatever. it is, straight back.
$12.99 in Sports Direct.
Yeah, I've got a, and they'll probably come for me round here. But round here in Liverpool,
Yeah.
it's a different style, one that's not for me. So they'll be like, in my head, like high fashion houses that make trainers aren't trainers to me.
Yeah.
So someone who's got like a pair of fucking Boss trainers on
Yeah.
that cost 600 dabs will think they've got better trainers on than me, and they haven't. Like I might have a retro pair of Jordan 1s that like I've had since fucking
Yeah.
like I bought off the internet from 1988,
Yeah.
and I've kept them. And that, because in my head, it's not because Boss is shit. It's just, I mean, it is a Nazi mate, but it's just because that's not what they do. That's an afterthought to them. Whereas like Nike just make shoes mainly. That's that's how they started. So that's what they do. Whereas fucking Versace have just gone, hey, make some shoes there.
Yeah.
So when someone like thinks that because their trainers were 5 times dearer than mine, they're better, it fucks me off. And I'm like, nah, they look like bin bags, mate. They just look like shiny bin bags. And what's annoying as well is like often the people who are wearing them are like fucking nails beat dealers.
Yeah.
And when they heckle you, you're just like, yeah, sound, mate. Yeah, sound.
I've got loads of Nikes now. I think you got me into shoes.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Could you not? Would you used to walk around barefoot?
Mate, I used to have I think up until like 2 years ago, I only ever had one pair of trainees at once, and then I'd buy the same ones when they got worn out.
I used to do that. It's mad when
Like
Peter Griffin.
I was on Adidas ZX Flux for about 2.5 years, light grey.
And then you had the Hirachi Flex, I remember.
Then that was when I thought I'm gonna buy another pair of. I remember thinking, fuck, I'm gonna buy another pair. I don't think
Not
need.
even for
Don't even
PE.
need. And then I bought, because I remember going in, this is when I thought I was like, when I first, like the videos went mad and I sold some DVDs. I went into bought a pair of Adidas Superstar and they were £100, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy them.
Fucking hell.
Didn't even come in for them. Don't even need a pair of trainees, and I bought them. Them Harachis look mad, but they were comfy as fuck.
Yeah. No, I like.
And I like that you can just slip them on.
It is
But I've got
annoying
loads now.
as
Got
someone who's
loads.
into shoes when a good shoe gets fucking rinsed. Like one of my favorite shoes is the Nike Blazer.
Yeah.
But when everyone was wearing them, you couldn't, like, I had pure Blazers that I'd had for years that were just like chilling in the cupboard because you couldn't wear them because every fucking
You don't stand those.
spanner had them. Same with Air Force Ones.
I do like a Valentino trainer.
I've noticed they're not for me, but again, like
I like the rock runners.
that's a specific
Yeah.
like I've seen, because I didn't know what they were, and I was like, oh, what are they? And now I can
And I
recognize
like the
them.
Dior's as well.
Those Dior's
The B22s.
are fucking fire. Those new Dior. Whoever's the whole new Dior, like I haven't got money like that, but the whole new Dior, like this year, they might have got a new designer in or something, because all their stuff's dead good now.
Yeah. I like it. Shout out to Dior.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dior.
Next week we'll just fucking do Dior boxes and shit.
If you want me rocking Dior to my 5,000 Twitter followers, fucking send me some.
But you started, because that's what you were doing in last lockdown, weren't you? You started painting them
like,
up, making your own. Did you sell any?
I never did it to sell them. I did it because I've got loads of shoot. It was basically, it was upcycling. It wasn't like customization. Customization. It was like, I've got an old chair. I don't really want to throw it away, so I put some new fabric on it, like, but with trainers really. So I had some that were because I realized that if you could, like, I didn't know this, I don't know why, but if you got a white pair of trainers and they're foot, you just paint them white again and they're fine.
Yeah, that didn't occur to me either, but there's a few people who do it now, like a shoe recovery fella, and I sent loads of shoes to them, they come back brand new.
Oh, did you?
Fuck off, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I just, because I had nothing else to do and I'm not creative like that, I didn't feel funny in the last lockdown. I don't know about you. People were like, we're speaking to people and they were like, hey, I bet you write loads of material while you're off. It's like, what about, mate?
Yeah. I can't. I don't
work
work
the
that
curve,
way. Anyway.
You dickhead.
I can't sit and just write something.
Nah, it's madness.
You need the audience.
You need to see
mate.
someone split their pants.
Yeah.
Little trumps. Yeah, so I just started doing that. I've done a few pairs. I've got loads. I just bought a load of white pairs of trainers that I've still got that need to paint, so I can do them in this one.
Yeah.
I've got a spray gun now.
Have you?
Yeah, man.
Okay. But
Little airbrush.
Are you gonna draw that? Are you gonna draw that?
No.
See, that's why I wouldn't do it. I'd like to do that, but I'm shit at anything like
There'd
that.
just be PR stickman on mine.
Yeah.
The Air Force One stickman. The Nike Jordan One stickman. Just pure. Can't even do my signature. Didn't practice enough in year 6 on my maths book.
For ages, it doesn't happen much. People don't ask you to sign shit. But like,
well, no, I know. Not me.
Sometimes people go, how can you sign this? And I go, and for ages I was just writing my signature on it.
I was thinking this about you, right? Not you particularly, but someone who got a little bit of fame when you got the fame.
Yeah.
I.e., would you have liked it like 10 years ago when you would have been signing autographs? Because to me, the coolest fucking thing ever is being asked for an autograph. Like,
I hate writing that shit.
Oh, I'd love it. Like, you want me to?
I'm much prefer getting a selfie.
You want me to sign that? See, that's the thing, because like now it's about.
You got to ask them who it's for, like how's your turn, and you got to write. And I always write, "Thank you for. I hope you enjoy," or something.
Yeah.
But I hate my handwriting as well, and I think my handwriting's terrible, and I'm embarrassed by it.
Right.
I've got shit writing.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
I always thought, imagine like signing autographs left-handed, and you just like smudged all your own signature.
Sign it with your teeth.
Yeah, I'd love to. That's what I think. Like, I wonder, being famous like in the 90s.
I think that would have been better because there was less famous people. Everyone's famous now.
All right, mate.
Everyone's famous. Like, to a certain degree, everybody's famous.
Mate, they
like,
still don't know I am. Like me dad.
Dad doesn't know who you are.
What? No, like I know what you mean. Like, there's more people famous for stuff that you would never be famous for.
Yeah, and it's just even like someone's got like 5,000. Like, anyone can walk around the street and go, you're on my Instagram. I've never met you.
Yeah.
So you're
I mean,
I
know what you mean. Like, some people have come and say, "Oh, you do comedy."
Yeah,
like,
so everyone knows something about someone's life.
Yeah. But like when you were 90s, you were fucking super.
Yeah, if you were a big boy in the 90s.
Have you ever seen anyone famous and like followed them?
Yeah. Fucking hell, what's his name? Fucking
That's how famous.
Magneto from very famous fella.
McKellen.
Ian McKellen. So
It's mad how you went Magneto and not Gandalf.
Yeah, I don't like Lord of the Rings.
All right.
But he was on fucking. I was walking down Bold Street, and I heard his voice before. Like, me and my mate walked past him. He's fucking going back 15 years, probably, right? And walking down Bold Street, and I just said, "Yes, I'm staying on Rodney Street." And I was like, we both went, "Oh." I said, "No, it's fucking Ian McKellen," and like a coat with his like thingy up, the hat on and all that. But I was like, "Fucking Ian McKellen." So we walked around after him for about half an hour, just watching Ian McKellen on the phone.
Imagine if he was at Anfield, you'd see him. You'd be like, "Hey, mate, Shout none shall pass. Shout none, go on, because it's football, isn't it? Just shout it. Go on, say it. Go on, just for me. Yeah, it's weird when I've seen loads of famous people back in the day, and you follow them. And have you ever followed someone thinking they're famous, and then you realise it's not them?
No.
And then you just turn around. It's like when when you think you're being followed by the police on the motorway, but it's fucking auto windscreens or something.
I hate that, you know.
Oh, it's annoying when you think you're
like it's just going dark and that. You're like,
well, it's not even when they're it's when you see them in the motor and you're like, oh, I've got to do 70 here, and then you're like, oh, fucking auto windscreens, and then you just fly off. It's like that because you're like, mate, is that him from Hollyoaks? Is that him? Nah, and you just walk on.
I was in the gym the other week and some kid came in, right? Well, he was filming for like a fighter in there. Right. And he looked, I was like, for ages going, does that fucking come from Hollyoaks, innit? Does it come from, like, he used to be on Hollyoaks a little bit. Yeah. And I was like, Steffo in, why the fuck is he filming this? Like, must have fell off, do you know what I mean? But then, and for ages I thought it was him. And I was trying to get him up on Instagram, couldn't remember what his name was or nothing. And then, it wasn't him, yeah. So, it was just looked like him. What's mad as well is that you think you're being slick. Like, you think they don't know that. Like, because I've got mates with like famous people, obviously yourself, but like, who's the most famous person that you know? I don't know. I wouldn't want to say on here because it looks like I'm clout. It's a comedian though. All those like that's the good thing about this. This is what I love about comedy, by the way, is that we can easily be on the same bill as a brand new act. You could be on the same bill as the biggest comedian in the country or the world. Who could just drop it. Like, there's people at the Comedy Store that have been there when Chappelle's been there. Yeah, it's mad. So there's like someone at the Comedy Store doing a 10 or a 5, brand new. They might have just won the Gong Show 3 months before. It might be their 8th gig and they're gigging with fucking Dave Chappelle. That never happens in anything else. That's like that's like if you're a little local pub band and you go and fucking Kings of Leon are on or something, you'd be like, whoa. And that's what's great about comedy. It's amazing for that. But then that act for the next 5 years on the CV is like Dave Chappelle supported. Oh, that's the word. I supported him. You're like, mate, you brought him a water? You ruined the gig. He really needed that water though. He had such a dry mouth. Someone told me that they applied for a gig once saying that they were a regular at a comedy club, but they meant in the audience. We have people like send the CVs in to be like, who've never done comedy, going, I think I'm funny. I'll do Paul Smith's job when he's not there. Like if he's ever not there, you need someone to get up. Here's my CV, and it's like the CV's like train driver. Like, have you ever any experience? Nah, but all my mates saying funny and that. I swear to God, this happens loads though. People send the CV in, but like for to be compared to the comedy club. That's hilarious. Like, it's not a thing that like you have to train for. The compare is the most shit on. Yeah, it's looked down. I think we've changed that a little bit. People legit think you work in the kitchen. Yeah, I've had it like you should have a go thing. Yeah, but people legit think that you work at the fucking venue, and like you're like testing the mics, and then that's what it's so annoying. Yeah, that guy in between was alright, wasn't he? You know the guy that like kept coming on, overstaying his welcome. He was alright actually. I warmed to him when I realised the first 3 was shit. So annoying. When people be like, "Hey, you should do comedy," like I was the only one on there that was. You know, have you done them gigs where everyone's died and you've been good, and they're like, "Hey, mate, you should do comedy." It's like, "Hey, you go tell them cunts that." I hate that when sometimes it doesn't happen here because we have fucking fire lineups. But like when you're comparing somewhere and like you look at the bill and you're like, "Ah, it's gonna be bad this," and then you're on stage and you're doing well and you're thinking, these would appreciate it if I just stayed here. Yeah. Like, this would be better if all you fucked off and I just stayed. And that makes you sound like a big head. But no, like, it's sometimes, true, like, some gigs are just compares gigs, aren't they? What's fine as well is that you've been that person on the bill, I imagine. Yeah. When you knew and someone's looked at it and you go, oh, fucking hell, is he on? Yeah.
Oh, he's not good enough to be there. Like, there's some bills I look at and I'm like, mate, I'm gonna have to bring some fucking Voltarol here because I'm gonna have a bad back from carrying this load of fucking shite. Like, it does happen. You come off stage, you're like, I think I've done me L3.
Would you rather be on a bill with shit acts who was sound in the green room, or boss acts with a bad?
No, because you don't look as good and you have to deal with cunts. Whereas shit acts who are sound, you go on Smash It and then they tell you how good you are. Like why would you? That's what you want. And you just go on and lever it. Like, make them look shit and they thank you for it. Just gives that every day of the week.
I've done it. I mean, I used to be bad for it, just overrunning in the middle and shit like that.
I've been on the...
Chapman's laughing because I've done it to him a few times. Mate, it got to the point where once, just because I know he fucking fumes, you can see him pacing. When Phil Chapman's gonna be on, he'll pace around in the back a little bit, and when you compare, and you'll get to put the mic in the stand, don't you? Like, to go, right, we're going to get ready for the next act, and just the thing said, and I kept going, putting it in and going, I don't know the
it's fucking.
And he kept getting on, and he was like, I could see him go, oh, you fucking cunt.
It is the worst thing. As soon as it goes in, they should electrify it. That's it. As soon as it goes in, you can't fucking touch it
when it
again.
happens to me, I'm fucking so angry about it when I'm doing a set and
When
I'm
you're
waiting and someone
to go
does
on,
that
it's
to me.
literally the worst thing.
It's a false start. So you get a you go, right, I'm like, oh, fuck.
I do
All
it
my
loads.
energy
I'll
gets
be
fucked up.
comparing, and you'll go, right, next time, what do you do? And then you just end up fucking, and then there's someone like, yeah, it's not good. And what's annoying is that the audience don't know, like, they're not switched on, because that's wrong, because they shouldn't be switched on. But if you had an audience full of comics who knew that happens a lot, you could have someone like the sound man who just go, you just get the fuck off now. And then everyone would go, ha ha ha, that's funny. But you couldn't do that in a real gig, because they'd all be like, shit, he's just got told off. But I'd love that.
And ironically, then you'd have to stay on to try and fix that.
Yeah. I love chatting, like, to the sound people and that, and the show managers and shit on stage. I think and sometimes it does look well self-indulgent, but it's because they don't know. It's funny.
Have you ever brought anyone on to just, but like, known you shouldn't have, but just thought,
oh, when it's been dead and
not
you haven't
dead,
done your job,
but like something's happening and you go, fuck off. Like, nah, fuck this. Someone else can deal with it.
Oh yeah. Like, like when you've said, like, oh,
when you've done something and you go, that was probably my fault, but I'm fucking not.
The worst one is when you have you like mentioned someone, but you go, oh, is that your mum? And they're like, no, it's my bird. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right. Here's Phil. Phil, it's staying in this time. Hey, I'm not touching this.
It's always Phil though. So
twice.
I brought Chapman on the worst I've ever done it with fucking Valentine's Day about 3 years ago. I was sure it was you, wasn't it? Oh mate, fucking hell, fucking a full on, like, the first there's a group in the front, right, and I'm picking on the guy's massive, so I'll pick on him straight away. And because he's drinking rosé, so I'm calling him a pussy, right? And everyone's laughing at the fact that I'm calling him a pussy because he's a big dude. But like, the way I'll do that, obviously you've seen me. I'll go, you pussy, and then I'll back, and I'll big him up then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'll kind of go back and forth with it, because so he doesn't feel like a knobhead. But then I calls him a pussy, and then I asked him what he did. 3 seats down, his missus is sat smashed. I didn't even know they were together, and starts going, he's my fella, and he's a knobhead, and starts giving him loads of shit, right?
No.
Because I'd called him a pussy, it just compounded it, because then he looked like a pussy.
Yeah.
So he's fucking fuming now. And she's like, and every time I asked him a question, his name, she was answering for him. I was like, he can speak for himself. She was like, oh, I'd be surprised if he could. He's a fucking idiot. And giving him loads though. And it was, so I moved away and I left it. And fucking then Pat Monahan goes on and goes back at him. So makes it 10 times worse. Break happens and it comes back and fucking there's only 2 people left in the group. And I was like, oh fuck it. And then someone come on and went, oh, they've just had murder outside. It's kicked off. And I was like, I'm not talking about it because it's so fucking deaf, innit?
Yeah.
So I goes, like, I'm just gonna ignore it. Goes back on, starts moving, and someone from the back goes, "What's happened to Darren?" Which was the name of the front, and I was like, "Fuck." And I was like, shit, man, this is fucking... So I had to ask the people, I went, what's happened? And the fella went, I know he looks big enough, but he's the gentlest man ever. And, like, I've never even seen him kick off before. This is probably why she treats him like that. But, like, he just fucking lost his shit outside. He smashed his phone. He's fucked up. They got 2 kids. They've been together 12 years. And it's like, he said he's not fucking coming back in that. And I was like, fucking hell. I've ruined, like, a 12-year relationship on Valentine's Day.
This is the thing. Like, you do that
heavy.
loads. How many times have you spoke to a couple in a gig and then, like, even after 5 minutes, you're just like, you should not be together.
The loads of
like,
times.
there's no
you don't wanna
way
be the guy who ruins
that
it.
you fucking should be together because you hate him and you hate her and you've been
You
looking
can
at
always
her
tell
and you've
that
been looking at him.
because they do that thing with it, like, and then they start having digs at each other, but going, yeah, because she's like, we've been together too long.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm like this. I'm just hungry because she hasn't fucking made me any tea again for years. But for years though, like she loves the dog more. Literally, the dog sleeps in. I sleep downstairs.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? And everyone's going, oh.
Yeah, it's the worst, man.
Yeah, so fucking, I was like, you know, when it gets that tension, and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna have to do something to break this, yeah. So she was like, yeah, he's fucked off, and I was like, fucking hell, and everyone just went, oh. I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to say something. I'm gonna bring a fucking actor. I'm gonna bring an actor. It was Chapman, right? And I was like, I can't just fucking bring. And I was like, oh, well, to be fair, like, he's probably better off because she was a bit of a knobhead like that, and everyone went, I laughed, and I was like, fuck, I'm out of it. But then she'd come back in, and stood at the side, and as I said that, she just went and walked in, sat in the middle of the front row, and just started going and crying her eyes out, and I just went, so ladies and gentlemen, we've got another actor.
Mate,
I just brought Phil to the stage.
that's why he's called Phil, because he has to fucking Phil all the time.
I always remember walking past him as he looked at me as if to go. He just looked at me as if to go, "You cunt," and I was like, I shook his hand and went, "Mate, I'm so sorry."
Have you ever like?
He did actually do well.
Have you ever like been speaking to a couple who were pricks and you hate them, and then in the break they're not there, so you cunt them off, but they moved?
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
Man.
Like where you're like, oh, fucking glad them 2 pricks have gone.
To the show,
and
they're
like,
we're
we're
here. To the
here.
back, and you're like, oh, fucking.
The worst thing, especially here, because you can't get out. You have to go past them, don't you, to get off? Like to get off the stage, you have to walk past the
Didn't you
audience.
nearly get fucking? I thought you were gonna get battered here once.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it
Why?
because I don't.
Just in case he's watching.
Yeah. Fucking nearly got hands and feet put on me, mate, and elbows, knees, and fucking toes as well.
We'll put that on the Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I was proper scared because it was like, it's not just like, oh, someone wants to. It was like, if he heard what you said, you would be dead.
Yeah, because he's a bad man, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he went just as like he just left, and then I said something. But it wasn't even about him, you know. It was just something that apparently he would have been angry with.
Yeah. I mean, I vaguely heard the story. I mean, we're skating around the issue, aren't we?
Basically, what it was is that it was someone who's dead hard, but is also very religious.
Yeah.
And then he didn't have beef with me. One of the acts did something like about religion that was bad. He said that something was bad. And then this guy was fuming, got up to complain or to leave because he wasn't happy with the blasphemy. And I just went back on and went, how can you be mad about that when, like, I can't remember, like, priests fuck kids? Like, don't worry about a bit of blasphemy. Like, there's priests that fuck kids. Like, be mad at that. Which I think is a valid point, though. And but he wasn't there, and then the bouncer came over. He's like, "You're the luckiest man in here tonight because you'd have been a dead thing if he'd have heard that." And I was like, "I have to put me fucking." I said, "Sorry, knuckle duster, no use for you tonight." Thought he was getting a little outing, Dusty. No, I would have died. I'm not hard. I'm a pussy, old me. I hate fighting and that.
Yeah, I like pretend fighting. but like I think real fighting.
It's
People
horrible.
who fight, I know, I end up mixing with a lot of fighters. I always ask the same question, like, because I got punched in the face. I got punched in the face yesterday in sparring, and when you get punched in the face in sparring, it's like your head just it doesn't hurt. It's like getting in the head with like a footy. Do you know what I mean? Or something.
But
it's just the impact, and you go, and I've got like a weird laugh reaction to it. When I go, I've just got punched in the face.
But this is what I don't understand.
But then when you see people get elbowed and shit in the head, and their head just goes, and you're like,
But even that, like when you said, "Oh, if someone said to me, hey, sit there and I'll kick this footy at your head," I'd be like, no. Like, I don't understand, like, why, like, we're not designed for that to happen. That's not a good thing. So even if someone went, yeah, let me give you a Chinese burn, I'd be like, no, because my life's better without that.
yeah.
I don't need that. It hurts. Why are you doing that
Is
for
it
a
allowed
laugh?
to call it a Chinese burn now?
Oh, I don't know. But I know that some places call it an Indian burn. I don't know.
I don't know why that is.
Telling you what my dad calls it.
Your dad calls it deserved. Did you get whacked when you
Brexit twist.
Like when you were a kid, did your mum and dad used to?
My dad never hit me. He never had to. He used to raise his.
Yeah.
My mum used to. My mum battered. My mum hit me once with Henry Hoover. Snozzled me.
Yeah.
Fucking
End of it.
snozzled. No,
Yeah.
fucking like
Whip
sounded like a
action.
didgeridoo. I thought Rolf Harris was in the house throwing down like wah, 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 fucking boom like that, and like twatted me with it
Where did it hit you?
like all over.
Just kept hitting you.
She's proper swanging it like one was in the neck. And I do it sometimes. I mention it on stage, and I don't want to be the guy that does the punchlines
Yeah.
on podcast, but it's true. Like as she was hitting me with it, because she took his nose off. So Henry's just there with no nose, fucking smiling at me like a psychopath while she's fucking hitting me with it. So I'm looking down, and he's just like, big fucking smile on him, prick.
Why do you need to look down? He'd gone angry though.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but the look was like he was fucking enjoying
Just
it.
smiling like
Little
a
red prick. Mad.
That's a fucking weird thing. I mean, when we said it
First
with a
thing to-
slipper, but never a Hoover.
Yeah.
We didn't have a Henry though. We had like a fucking shitty. Don't even know what it was.
Yeah,
I think it was a Hoover.
I've never been vaxxed.
Steam cleaned. I probably love that on your nose.
Shocked. That's weird. Saying that about Hoover. I love it when brands sort of take over and become synonymous with the product that they
Google.
Yeah, or like Blue Tack,
Yeah.
Sellotape, Jinx, No Black Magic. Fucking good luck doing your podcast when you can't speak, you prick. Yes. Paul Smith. But not you. The one I went to school with. Not even him, the one from Walsall I went to uni with.
Would Red Bull be that? No.
No.
Coke? No.
No.
It's Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's a cola.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't say, well, maybe some instances, like when you go to a pub and you say, I'll have a vodka and Coke, and it's like roller.
Pepsi. Yeah, no
yeah.
one says you never heard anyone get a
vodka and
Pepsi.
cola. A vodka and cola sounds
Yeah.
weird, doesn't it?
Cola, yeah.
See, this is the thing with me. This is why
I love Coke, but I don't like cola.
I like Pepsi. It's not as carbonated, and you can drink it faster.
Is that a real issue for you? The speed.
The speed of it, yeah.
in which you can
Because
drink.
if I'm Thursday, right? And I really want to swig me Coke, me palate's hurting because it's too fizz. The fizzes hurt me little top of me mouth.
I like a Coke Zero, me. I can only get Diet Coke today. I like a Coke
That's
Zero.
because Phil only brought you down. I did specifically.
He's fucking fuming.
He's just smashed his phone now. Yeah, so I like things that I can eat fast. That's why I prefer like a maize snack to a crisp. Like I like a what's it because I can
like a
fucking
What's
bam 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 bam.
You know what I fucking really wanted all day, and I don't know why this is, but I've had a fucking hankering for Skips.
I love Skips.
I knew this would end up on crisp, you know. Every conversation.
I don't want to start beef with you, Paul, but Skips not crisp.
No, it's not. But like, I'm gonna. the conversational wise, I'm going to put it in the genre.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you, but
In a conversation, but I would agree with you. Like I do say that to people. Like when people say put what's it's a good on a crisp, but they're not because it's not crisp.
It's a maize snack.
And also they're not good on a bus.
No, are they fuck? Oh, mate, it's got to be an actual potato
Got
crisp.
to be a potato crisp.
Oh,
Thank
got
you
a
very
few.
much.
And also just the free mains, I think. I don't, when you start going, you know, the other bag you get with the meats, like the fucking barbecue and the prawn cocktail and that.
I'd have a roast beef on there.
Swerve?
Prawn cocktails, the daddy for me. Mate.
No, not for me. Not for me. I swerved that.
Or
Or like,
ready salted salt and vinegar, cheese and onion.
yeah,
Never mix them.
the triumvirate. No. Hey, you're a crazy man.
Mate, ready salted and cheese and onion. Another level.
Nah, I'd rather listen to another level.
Another level, mate. Well, another level on while you're eating it.
Bomb diggy. You give me that bomb diggy diggy when we get jiggy, can I piggyback?
I'm going to listen to that on the way.
I'm going to as well. Is that another level or was that Damage actually?
I don't know, actually.
Well, Damage was Get a... You name is the Get a Woman.
Shut the fuck up, you're not here.
Who was Dane Bowers? What was he in?
The South speak to
Blue.
Another
Oh.
level.
Oh shit, yeah.
Mm.
Who was Blue? Oh, Anthony Costa.
It was either...
Duncan.
Who am I thinking of? Why did I had abs in my head? Remember abs?
Five.
from
My first ever girlfriend went out with me because when I was 15, I looked like abs from Five. Not even joking.
I don't know. Was it the year before last, Whitehaven? And the only shows they'd listed at this venue, they kept going on that had outsold Five, right? Right, because Five are on. There's only 3 of them now.
I know. It is weird that, isn't it? When they like at least change the name, like S Club did.
Yeah.
When there was
But
3
you
of
can't
them.
call
When
yourself-
Tina was just
but you would
rocking
know
up with
one of them-
Bradley.
If you started calling yourself 3, no one would know who you were.
Yeah, they
You've
think
gotta
you were
be
the
5,
phone
wouldn't it?
network.
Yeah. But boys' own couldn't be man's own.
Yeah,
Take that as sound.
they are.
Spice Girls, Spice Women.
Yeah, E17 have literally never moved from Walthamstow, so they can still be called that.
That's sound.
Imagine if they turned up and they were like, W6 now, we're doing all right. we live... E17 got a bit of money, became W6.
Oh, man. So I think we've been chatting on for time and days. I'm going to get a curry. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
We're going to do loads of these over the next few weeks, so you probably end up back on.
I'd love to come back on, you know.
Din-din's base banter.
I love Din-din's base
Yeah,
banter.
I want to get some din-dins right now. If you want more Danny Mac content, because he's a very funny guy, you can listen to his podcast, which is the Damn Daniel Podcast, available on your podcast
Wherever you get your pods.
Wherever you get your pods.
And also follow it on Twitter.
Follow it on
Damn
Twitter
Daniel Pod
and
and
Instagram.
Insta.
Yeah,
I'm not really. I've only been on Insta like a year, so my followers is low. So follow me as well, Danny MC Comedy.
Yeah. Give him a follow. Are you still doing the coffee stuff?
Nah.
Get back on the coffee stuff.
Yeah, I might do.
He's some barista lessons on there from Danny. Yeah, give him a follow and give it a listen, and give it a 5-star review as well, and do the same for this podcast.
Yeah,
I really
definitely.
appreciate it. Paul Smith Podcast available as well wherever you get your pods, or you can watch it live as you are maybe now on the Hot Water On Demand app, and you can get it on YouTube as well. One episode on YouTube, 1 episode on the app behind the little paywall. So there's a little bonus if
It's
you want
alright.
get a little extra. Yes, to do that as well on the app. You can watch when we're back going. You can watch all the live shows.
I've got
at
a
the
little
club.
show on there.
Yeah, Danny's got a show on there. I've got a show on there. Yeah, so it's fucking
How many have you got on there?
I've only got 1 on there.
Oh, is
The
it?
rest of them are on YouTube all for free. I'm a good guy.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for being my very first guest.
Oh, mate,
Thank
I've
you for
made
making
up.
it easy on me. I've enjoyed the chat.
Yeah, man.
It's been good. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'll catch you all again. We're back. We've got another one with Callum Oakley tomorrow.
Oh, is right.
Getting
On
our
my
calcium
birthday.
back on your birthday, the 6th of November. If you are watching this live, wish Danny a happy birthday tomorrow on Instagram. Or
do it.
Twitter. I'll catch you all again soon, guys. Bye.